my gosh, she's getting attacked by plasma bats again? Again? That's like twice now. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Heathwyn and we are back to play some more of the Whimsy Stories Legacy Challenge. And we are on our third generation now, and last time we built a apartment complex in San Myshuno for Elizabeth to move into. So in our previous episodes, Elizabeth has been having a tough time with her mom, Ren, who was our Generation 2 sim, and just really feeling like she wasn't living up to her mom's expectations. She was constantly out breaking curfew and getting herself into trouble, and they just really were not getting along with each other at all. And after doing a lot of thinking about how I want to proceed with this gameplay, I thought that we would move Elizabeth out now and have her get her life started as a teenager. I think she's just feeling so overwhelmed by the pressure from Ren, and now her brother is getting ready to get married to like his high school sweetheart, and she's just feeling overshadowed and like she wants to get out of there. So I think what we're going to do in today's episode is move her into that apartment that we started and just solely focus on her and all of the things that Elizabeth needs to do. And I thought that before we did that, we could recap what the rules are for Generation 3. I'm not the most familiar with them myself as we just got started, so I thought we could do that before we get into gameplay. So if we look at what you have to do for Generation 3, they have to complete the serial romantic aspiration. Now, Elizabeth is a teenager, so she has a teenage aspiration. When she ages up into a young adult, we will give her the serial romantic aspiration, and all of that will begin. She has to complete the mixologist career, have the clumsy, non-committal, and outgoing traits. Right now, she is clumsy and outgoing because non-committal isn't available until she's a young adult. Begin life alone in a dingy San Myshuno apartment. That is what we are going to be doing. We did build the apartment and we're using the for rent pack to do that, so that's what we're doing. Always have bright, fun hair. We are changing up her hair and her look about once a week, or once a sim week anyway, to try to kind of keep going with this. She must try for baby with 3 different sims all in the same night. I am going to wait until she's a young adult for that. I do have a mod in my game that does allow for teenage pregnancy, but we're gonna wait. We have to name that child after an alcoholic beverage. We have to complete the dancing, mixology, and juice fizzing skills. She's already got started a little bit with dancing and mixology. We haven't started juice fizzing yet, and I'm not sure when we'll start to shift the focus to that one. She's supposed to have a hobby making juice, and then you can use child support if you want. So that's kind of what we're going to be looking at going forward with Elizabeth. And if we come over into game, this is where we built our new place for Elizabeth to move into. I did separate her out from the family. She is currently ready to move in. So we're going to move her into this apartment and see how it goes. So it was this one right here, number 4, Waterside Warble. I swear we changed the name of this. Apparently the game changed it back. This is where she is going to live. So let's move her in. Now this will be the first time I'm playing with the for rent pack without actually like controlling who the landlord might be. So this is going to be the first time for this for me. All right, here we go. Elizabeth has moved into her home. Now, the downstairs is meant to have like a nightclub sort of feel to it. Obviously, it's not actually a community lot, so it's not going to have people here, but Elizabeth can host parties and stuff and have that. She also has a bar that she can practice making drinks and such on. So she does have the live fast aspiration, and right now she wants to ask a sim out on a date 5 times and summon an urban myth twice. What is she doing? Oh, she's going to bed apparently. This is also her little apartment that we built for her. It's very run down. There's not much to it. It's pretty dingy, pretty not awesome, but this is where she is getting her life started in just this little apartment. She doesn't really care all that much about school, so she doesn't care about school. She barely does the minimum to get by. She really cares more about her friends and just kind of having fun. Okay, apparently Panya Lee is the property owner of this establishment, so that's who her landlord is, I suppose. So she did go out on a date with someone. Where is the person she went out on? Gale, this Gale person. They were getting along really well, and she did go out on a date with him. And I think we'll go with her to school tomorrow in game, and then we can maybe meet some other Sims that she might want to go out on a date with. She also still has to summon this urban myth, and to do that she needs to click on a Sim and select summon an urban myth from the mischief category. But I feel like maybe her mischief needs to be higher. Wait, who's calling? Oh my gosh, Forrest passed away. Forrest was Ren's younger brother and her uncle. How did he die? Oh my gosh, neighborhood stories, what are you doing to me? Forrest Wims has died. Forrest stuck a finger in a plug and electricity came out. Forrest electrocuted himself. That's really unfortunate. Poor Ren, though, she's gonna be dealing with the fact that her daughter has left and is now like off living on her own, and now her brother has died. And Elizabeth is going to be sad because she did know Forrest. They had good compatibility with each other, so she is sad. Wait, she's being attacked by Drat, it's bats? Plasma bats at that? Wait, what? She's being attacked by, hold on, sorry, my camera is like being weird. What in the world? Plasma bat attack. Being a plasma source for bats is not cool at all. Wait, what are our lot challenges that might have given us that? We did add some lot traits to this. Or lot challenges. Maybe it was the creepy crawlies. It must be the creepy crawlies that made her get attacked by bats. All right, so she's off to a great start. A unit rating change. A unit's rating has been updated due to changes made in build mode, such as an addition or removal of objects. A result of a live mode situation affecting the unit. I'm guessing it's the bats. So did her unit rating go like up or down, I wonder? I think it probably went down because she got attacked by bats. She is up. She's making herself some fruit or some scrambled eggs and bacon for breakfast. She does have a little bit of cooking skills, so fingers crossed she doesn't set anything on fire. Oh my gosh, she's getting attacked by plasma bats again? Again? That's like twice now. Oh dear. That's not good. Well, maybe she needs to like take a shower and get ready for school, and maybe that will help. Oh goodness. All right, we will go to school with Elizabeth today and maybe have her interact with some of her classmates. And she does want to go out on another date with somebody, so we'll have to see if we can arrange a date. Oh, hey, Gail is here, as well as Mackenzie, who's a friend of hers. How do we feel about Arav? Oh, he thinks that Elizabeth is immature and annoying. Okay, so he may not be a good person to flirt with, but we can come and talk to Gale a little bit. Maybe we can come and tell him an urban legend and see about getting mischief skill up a little bit. Or we're not going to. I mean, that's fine. She's so sad about her uncle dying, and she did get attacked by bats. Right, there seems to be a new kid named Branson. She thinks he's dramatic, but he thinks that she's interesting. We could talk to him. Oh, but we kind of have a lot of friendship with him right off the bat. So maybe we can discuss interests with him and get to know him a little bit more. Oh, he's hot-headed. That's not the best trait. All right, Elizabeth is heading off to class. She's heading off to art class. So I think that maybe she'll actually go to this class because art class isn't a heavily academic class. And so I think that she might actually like go to this one and try to pay attention because it kind of lines up with her like dancing and mixology sort of thing. Like it kind of ties in a little bit with her creative side. So I think that she might find art class to be a little bit more interesting. She also has good compatibility with this Prince Fernandez person, probably because this was the kid that this Ren guy was being mean to, and she kind of came in and stood up for Prince and got in a fight with Ren about the whole thing. So it's lunchtime, and since she needs to summon an urban myth, she is telling them some urban legends at lunch. Well, some of them are trying to do their homework, some of them are trying to eat, but Elizabeth is like telling them this urban legend about cow plants and aliens that come and impregnate the boy Sims. Okay, she's reached mischief level 2. I don't know what mischief level she has to be to summon an urban legend. Okay, why don't we We could spread a nasty rumor. Maybe we could spread a nasty rumor about Ren. Oh my gosh, this sim is irresistible. Elizabeth has a major crush on Branson. I think she also has a crush on Gale too. Yeah, she does. She has a crush on both of them. And Branson likes cooking. All right, Elizabeth needs to go to the bathroom. I think, what is this class gonna be? This may be a class that she skips. She's got to go use the bathroom though, so we'll let her go use the bathroom. And she's already friends with Branson, so I think he could be one that maybe after school she'll ask him to come over and hang out, and maybe they can go on a bit of a date, because it will be Harvest Fest in game tomorrow, which is going to be kind of sad for her because she's just going to do that kind of all by herself. Yeah, she's not going to attend a computer science class. That is not Elizabeth at all. So she will not be attending that. She's going to skip class again. She might get caught. She's like hiding in the bathroom, waiting for the principal to go away. Oh, the principal's computer broke. That's not good. So instead of going to class, Elizabeth is going to do a little workout. So the school day is over, and Elizabeth turned in some good work today and took some good notes. In the one class she actually attended, she did those things. But she only went to one of her classes. Her performance still went up. Okay. I can't say that she actually did what she was supposed to do. I think, though, we'll have her bring Branson back to her apartment, and maybe she'll kind of talk things up a little bit. Like, look, I am living on my own. Like, she thinks that the fact that she kind of ran off to start her own life is going to impress him. And it could impress him. It's hard to say. Oh, she's feeling really sad, though, which will make it really hard to be flirty. What if we ask him for some advice? Maybe she can tell him a little bit about her situation, and, you know, she can be like, I had such pressure from my mom about so many things, and I ended up kind of like running off and starting my life here, and sometimes I don't know what to do. And he's like, well, you could always like write her a letter and tell her how you feel. I'm sure that it would be okay. Oh, and now they're being a little flirty with each other. We could try a gloomy compliment and see how that goes. She's so sad though. Oh, now she's feeling confident. From a smooth talker, from having a crush. Oh yeah, that went so smooth. Elizabeth was cool as a cucumber around her crush. And she feels like she's got this. So maybe she can try and flirt with him a little bit more. Maybe she'll give him like a better compliment this time. Oh, he's feeling very flirty. I think he was telling her a little bit about his own parents. Lily, we're not gonna hang out tonight. I'm gonna go out on a date with this guy. Ooh, they have a romance bar now. Okay, let's ask him out on a date. And maybe they can head out to like one of the clubs here in San Myshuno, since this is now where Elizabeth lives. I think we'll go. Apparently it's really gross in this area. Awesome. Let's go up to the Stargazer Lounge, and they can hang out here and have a little bit of a date, and she can be kind of flirty with him. And who knows, maybe Branson will be one of the 3 Sims that she woohoos with in the same night. So they've actually come over and are gonna try the bubble blower. Which, you know, if you read through the story of this gen, it's like one morning you wake up after a rough night of partying and a whole lot of bubble blowing and juice. So it kind of checks out that they would be trying the bubble blower together, and that she would be getting into this kind of as a teenager. They're both a little bit inexperienced with the bubble blower and are having some problems with this. Oh my gosh, here's Ren. Ren has shown up. Look at how sad Ren is. Oh my gosh, this is so awkward. He wants to go to prom with Elizabeth as friends. Of course, Ren is here. She's just come over and she's found her, and she's like, why won't you just come home and be at home? And she's just like, why can't you understand that I just want to live my own life, and can't you just leave me be? And I think we need to take Elizabeth and Branson, and they need to like come over here and get away from Ren a little bit. Oh yeah, she's feeling angry because they have a difficult family dynamic, and Ren has kind of shown up here on her date, and they've gotten in a fight, and that's not really the best way to go about a date. Okay, we can do a first kiss now. So I think we're gonna have a first kiss now with Branson. I think that it is time. And they have had a first kiss. He is feeling like this is an amorous exchange. Elizabeth is feeling very flirty. She's got dreamy eyes from crushing on someone nearby. She's feeling flirty from some titillating banter, and there's a romantic atmosphere, and she's just had her first kiss. She's also a little bit hungry, so maybe we'll have her come and like grab some chips from the bar. I think Ren left. I don't see her anywhere. Maybe Ren got the hint, or she's left Elizabeth alone, but I think that the whole Elizabeth leaving home thing has been really hard on Ren. You know, she was raising foster kids and trying to find them into good homes. You know, her kids that she adopted through the foster care network for the most part were doing really well. You know, William was going really well, and I think she just sometimes wonders like where she went wrong with Elizabeth. But the reality is Elizabeth needed more freedom than Ren was really willing to give her. And the result is that Elizabeth has now left and moved to the city. I think we're gonna end the date early because it is 9 o'clock. I think we're gonna let Elizabeth head back to her apartment. Okay, so it is Harvest Fest, and this isn't really a day that Elizabeth cares a whole lot about. She doesn't really care if she decorates. She doesn't really care about the gnomes. She doesn't really care about the grand meal. And she doesn't really care about the thankful spirit all that much. Although we do have a couple of alien gnomes that have appeared. So we can appease them and give them some gifts. And that'll at least let us get some seed packets in the household inventory so that we can sell those things for her, because she doesn't really have like a source of income at the moment. She's still a teenager and she doesn't have like a part-time job. So she does need some things. And maybe we should think about getting her some kind of a part-time job just to kind of help so that when the time comes and she's going to have to pay the rent, she'll be able to do so. Or if something breaks, she can get it fixed, or any of those needs that, you know, you kind of have to survive. She has two alien gnomes which want future cubes. So let's come and appease this one with a future cube, and then we'll appease the other one. I think it's so creepy when they spawn like right by the bed, especially when your sim is sleeping in said bed. Okay, let's come and give this one a future cube as well. Since it is Harvest Fest, and Elizabeth, you know, she doesn't really want to spend it all alone. Maybe we'll have a gathering of her friends group and they can all come over and they can maybe celebrate Harvest Fest together. They can maybe hang out downstairs in the club and they can do some dancing, and maybe Elizabeth can work on her mixology a little bit and they can do some of those things. One thing that Elizabeth did bring with her is her journal. She really did a lot of journaling when she lived at home, and it was kind of like her outlet to kind of express her frustrations about how Elizabeth was feeling in regards to Ren and how Ren was treating her. So she really uses this quite a bit, and it's helped her in a lot of ways, and it's helping her right now. I think she's feeling sad. Well, first of all, her uncle did die, so she's feeling sad about that, but she's also not at home and she's out on her own, and it's Harvest Fest, and that was a time that Ren always really enjoyed, and she'd have like a big family gathering. But because the way things have gone, Elizabeth is now on her own. And she is feeling kind of sad and down about that. And maybe this is what prompts her to start the gathering of her friends group. Oh, there's a gnome that spawned down here. I didn't even see this gnome. Apparently they can spawn in the common areas. I think this one wants coffee, so we'll have Elizabeth appease this gnome as well. Oh, the property owner is now here for a visit? Oh dear. He's here for a visit while Elizabeth is down here at the bar practicing making drinks. Uh-oh. I guess we need to invite him in. Is he probably gonna check on stuff? She's not even in her apartment right now. Okay, well, let's come and invite him in. Be like, sure, you can come in. I keep getting attacked by bats. I don't really know what that's all about. We can ask him, I guess, to inspect some objects. We can complain about the rental conditions. I think we're not gonna do that right now. Okay, well, I guess we'll just let this guy be here for a little while. We'll have Elizabeth give herself a little bit more of a pep talk, try to get over this sadness. It is a little weird that this grown adult is just in my teenager's apartment, so I'm not sure how I feel about that, but he's here. All right, Elizabeth is feeling a little bit better. He's cheering her up a little about the loss of her uncle, I guess. But I think I do want to have her start a gathering of her friends group, and I think we'll have them hang out down here, and they can all like do dancing together and things like that, and just like hang out and have a good time. And Elizabeth is gonna try to forget about just her frustrations and her sadness over not getting to be with her family. Her friends are here and they are kind of like her chosen family. And so they can all like do dancing together. Oh, we have a group dance going on. We've got some synchronized group dancing happening with the Sims and all of her friends and her friends group. I love this. This is hilarious. Look at how like perfectly in sync they all are too. Black effect from performing a group dance. I mean, this is one way to celebrate your Harvest Fest, is just to have your friends over and to get down and boogie and dance and do group dances together. And Elizabeth is feeling a lot better now, I think, now that her friends are here. What if we get a juice keg that we can like put out here? And maybe we need a bubble blower down here too. Yeah, like what if instead of this table here, we put the bubble blower like over here in this corner? I think that that would be good because we are supposed to do like a bunch of bubble blowing and stuff. So I think if we put that over there, that would be a good thing. The dancing has shifted to bubble blowing now, so she's got her friends over at the bubble blower that's down in the club where she lives, and they are doing some bubble blowing. She's feeling cloudy from using the bubble blower. What was that? We could also potentially tap our juice keg. Elizabeth is maybe not the most positive example for her friends. Now she's coming over and she is tapping the juice keg. Ooh, that didn't go very well though. She had a problem with this once before. Now she's feeling embarrassed from a failed tap. Okay, let's try again. Let's see if she's more successful. Her friends are kind of coming over now, and I think they're interested in this. What if we do a keg stand with Mackenzie? They are BFFs, so they're gonna do a keg stand together for this Harvest Fest party where Elizabeth is trying so desperately to forget about her family and all of that. And they're doing a keg stand. Oh, it was not a very good keg stand. Elizabeth ended up on the ground. Mackenzie thinks that's funny, but she's feeling confident from tapping it, but a bit embarrassed from a keg stand fell. God, there's juice all over the place. That keg stand was a tragedy. Elizabeth needs some practice. But now she's gotten herself a cup of juice and she is going to have a drink, and apparently she's gonna go upstairs to her apartment for said drink. Okay. Carissa is in here watching TV. Apparently she's a young adult and maybe she was just like not in the mood for the teenager behavior. Oh, Elizabeth's older sister Lily is calling and wants to chat. Maybe she's wanting to talk about Ren. Maybe she will chat with her sister a little bit. She's in the bathroom, so she can't hear anybody. And she's like, what's going on? And Lily's like, Mom was really sad that you didn't come to Harvest Fest. We don't know what's going on with you, but I told her I'd check in and see if you are okay. And Elizabeth is kind of like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm hanging out with friends. I'm doing all the things that I want to do. It doesn't matter to me that I missed Harvest Fest. I'm having a good time. You can tell Mom not to worry. I'm just fine. Right, I think we're going to end our friends group gathering as it is getting late and Elizabeth is starting to get a little bit tired and needs to get some rest. She does have school in the morning. Whether or not she cares, well, that's a whole other story. I think we're gonna let Elizabeth go to school on her own today. It's Friday. It's also like her exam time. So I think we'll let her go by herself. Uh-oh, Elizabeth has gotten in trouble at school. Keep it up and they might get expelled. Oh dear. I mean, Elizabeth does seem to get herself into trouble quite often. I think though, since it's Friday and she still wants to go out on a date 3 more times. Maybe this time she can call up Gail and they can go on a date together. So last time she went to the Stargazer Lounge. Maybe this time she'll head over to Planet Honey Pop with him and they can maybe do some karaoke. And she does really love to dance. She's now level 4 of the dancing skill. So she loves to dance. So maybe they will be able to do some dancing. Oh, and Elizabeth is feeling flirty from her crush that's nearby. Ooh, and it's happy hour at the karaoke bar. Okay, I think though, before we do anything else, Gale maybe needs a quick makeover. Especially if he's going to be any kind of a romantic interest for Elizabeth, he needs a better look. So I'm going to pop into Cass and give him a bit of a makeover. Apparently, Gale's father is an alien, and Prince is his brother. That's kind of wild. He's not an alien though, but his father is one. And that Prince is also his brother. So Elizabeth kind of has a crush on both of the brothers. Giving Gale a little bit of a makeover. I kind of kept his outfit that he had on for his everyday, but I changed up like some of the other outfits that we might be seeing him in. I also gave him like eyelashes and some skin details. So like his hot weather outfit's a little bit different. His cold weather outfit is a little bit different. So he should look a little bit better on this date because he was wearing that. What's up with these like people crashing the dates? Ritu Gandhi is now joining us on our date and our little chat, which is going to make things a little bit awkward. They're kind of feeling a little tense right now. It's been an awkward conversation. It's really not the way that Elizabeth would have wanted this to go. So they've kind of come outside. He's feeling kind of tense from like the awkward encounter that they were having. And she's trying to talk to him a little bit about that. Be like, can you just like relax a little bit? You know, we're here on a date and it would be really nice if we could just relax and hang out. Wait, we're getting a phone call. Ren died! Oh my gosh. Hi Elizabeth, I'm calling to let you know that Ren Rems has passed away. I'm so sorry for your loss. Ren has died. I didn't realize she was that close to dying. And here's Elizabeth. She's left. She's never gonna get that chance to reconcile with Ren. And maybe that is what really kind of drives her even further down this rabbit hole of like drinking and bubble blowing and like one night stands and things like that, is the fact that she's never really dealt with the conflict with her mom, and now her mom has died and she's never going to get a chance to resolve that. I kind of think that with that, we should end this date and let Elizabeth go back home, because obviously just finding out that your mom has passed away is not really date night material. So I think with that news, we're going to wrap up this episode here. That was a little bit shaking to learn that Ren has now passed. She was an elder. She was getting close to death. I'm really shocked to learn that Ren has died. And I think that that really is what is going to send Elizabeth down into this dark place. So let me know your thoughts on that in the comments below, as well as let me know your thoughts on Elizabeth being out in the city on her own as a teenager. She will be a young adult in game before too much longer. It's Friday in game right now, and on Tuesday is her birthday. So she's very close to being a young adult. And yeah, let me know your thoughts. It's kind of wild. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, please do like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.